Well, our global eyes are on Friday's World Press Freedom Day, as journalists in a number of African countries continue to experience threats and intimidation in moves aimed at silencing the independent voices. The media regulator in Uganda this week ordered the suspension of journalists at 13 local television and radio stations accused of airing sensationalized programming. The order followed the arrest of a pop star who plans to challenge President Yoweri Museveni. Now, for more on press freedom in Uganda, Captain Francis Babu, outgoing chairman of the National Association of Broadcasters in Uganda, joins me by phone from Kampala. Good evening, Captain Babu.
Good evening. I hope you're all well.
Yes, thank you. Now, we kind of were so surprised this week to hear that and the media regulator is calling for the firing of journalists. But can you clarify for us what exactly transpired in Uganda?
Well, basically, it's the politics. Once you have problems in the politics, it's the reporting of those politics that usually causes problems. Nothing else. They report on everything else until we get to the politics. Whenever there is politics and there are differences, dissenting views, rights up, and all sorts of things do happen. It is when the politics come on stage that we have these problems.
Now, in terms of the problems, what is the problem? We know that Bobi Wine was arrested and NBS and other media houses reported that this happened, but it looks like the government took issue with that. Is it wrong to broadcast or to report that Bobi Wine has been arrested or that he's holding a protest somewhere?
Well, if that is what happened, I condemn it 100%. Unfortunately, my investigation shows that the reporting, the packaging, the methods of packaging that reporting did not go down very well with the people in the authorities. And therefore, they said it should be investigated. And therefore, they went to all the radios with mentions and televisions and told them that they directed that these people should be suspended until they have investigated. Now, the argument, whenever we have these political differences, each group, each system, they have got their own system. They do a lot of propaganda. They do a lot of they do all sorts of things, and it is this that is causing problems. How do you differentiate what one politician is saying against the other? And I think this is what is causing all these problems. Otherwise, I listened to this. I followed. The other televisions have not been mentioned. One of the most popular television here is NTV, the independent one. That one did not have any problem, but NBS had a problem. Now. It is to find out was the packaging of what they were showing, were they giving different voices from what was happening? These are the investigations that will take place.
But though, is it okay for the commission to actually specifically target journalists and demand that they be fired? I mean, is that their prerogative?
No, they did not say firing. In fact, they said suspend and investigate.
Yeah.
I think that's where, again, false information has been sent out. They say stop them and investigate. Now, unfortunately, the law for a regulator does not say they can request. They direct because they are the regulator. Now, whether this is good or not, we can go back and revise the law that the regulator should request investigation.
Okay.
I am very concerned with the methods. You see, government also, the people who make the law for us, sometimes overlook certain things that the law can be misinterpreted and misused. And I think this is where the problem is. The regulator, who's the UCC, should find ways and means of interfacing with the media houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
We hope for the best.
I think that's where the problem is.
Okay.
The interfacing is not good.
Sure. We hope that will be resolved and the media can continue operating freely. Captain Babu,
No.
really...
That's why I want to congratulate the Prime Minister of Ethiopia.
Thank you.
He's setting a very good pace for all of us.
Thank you. We do actually appreciate your insight. Captain Francis Babu is the outgoing chairman of the National Association of Broadcasters in Uganda.